Hi, welcome to Tarot by Naveen. Welcome to the channel. Good to have you here. Okay, clearly I am a tarot card reading channel. I offer general card readings, money career readings, love readings, oracle readings where you get to interact with the universe and your own intuition, forensic readings where we kind of give a personal deep dive into you personally, internally, and spirit path readings. Well, that's where we go into the external energies and what's surrounding you, your higher self, the big picture, and karmic lessons and stuff like that. And if you were like very anticipated, like really want to see what the next reading is coming out, while being a part of the YouTube page is a great benefit. If you want to see early readings, you might want to consider becoming a Patreon member because that is where you can get early readings. On the Patreon page, you will also have access to the shop where I plan to introduce bonus readings and also a choose your stack reading. So you get to like choose from 3 different stacks. There on the Patreon page is like a key membership and a Lotus membership, so you get to choose. And I also offer personal readings. So if you want to check that out, look into the description box below. You can also donate to the channel. All of these ways are great ways to help support the growth and development of the channel. So becoming a YouTube subscriber, a Patreon subscriber, and all of that good stuff. Okay, so that's a lot. So now let's get into your reading. Okay, Scorpio, hi. This is Tarot by Naveen. Welcome to the channel. Okay, so we are diving into your love reading for the time frame of June the 22nd to July the 17th of 2026. Okay, Scorpio, let's see what is happening for you in love. Okay, we have the Death card. This is excellent. So the ending of something has concluded or is about to conclude. Some of you may be leaving a certain relationship in some capacity and moving on is what's coming through. I sense more of an opening to opportunity, to options in your life. In some cases, I also see a respite, so almost like a rest from the aspects of love and romance and dating and all that, just taking a break. So whatever has occurred regarding a previous relationship or an ending to a relationship, um, it it was enlightening in a bittersweet way. It's allowed you to recognize certain things in yourself that you truly want and desire, and what you just can't be involved with. Some of you, this is also an ending to an aspect of a relationship. Um, and however that resonates or manifests with you, it's a bittersweet understanding. Um, it could just be an act of circumstance whereby the parties that are involved just realized, or the situation pulls you away from one another because of one reason or another, or there's an incompatibility in some capacity. It has a somber tone to it, so it's not all like aggressive or anything. But it frees you to now move on, to recover, rest, and perhaps open the option of love a little bit down the line. Because I do sense that is something that you want to step into. And what's interesting is for another handful of you, in a certain respect, there is this almost like a loner type mentality that's ending, where you will be introduced to the concept of love or a potential of it. That also can correspond with certain people who might be in some understanding. It could be friendship, and that friendship, that aspect of how you used to be with that person is ending, and now is opening up a beautiful opportunity to advance something more, to totally shift the chemistry and dynamic between the parties that are involved. So wherever you resonate with this, Scorpio, because it is general reading, there is a significant ending that's happening in some capacity in your life right now regarding love. Um, I don't necessarily sense it to be, to a certain extent, I don't jostling. I don't sense it to be entirely jostling. It could be that very much for some of you, but I don't sense that overall. I sense it's more of a calmer transition of things. So let's see what else is happening in your love life. Yeah, see the Hierophant. So a lot of you are, I would say most of you in certain respects, because there are some of you where the latter part of what I said, whether you might be already in a relationship and it's transitioning, or maybe it's a friendship and it's transitioning to something more, or it's kind of like something that's outside of your control, that's ending in some capacity. But for a lot of you, there is just an overarching ending of something that is going to give you a respite and give you pause to really reflect, to really understand yourself more, that we spoke about internally, especially what you like, what you don't like, how you envision your future, stuff like that. This is the Hierophant. And the Hierophant also normally holds a lantern with the star in it, which in this is representing the star. Those are your dreams, your hopes, your wishes, things that are almost intangible that you are desirous of to become tangible. That is that wish fulfillment. But right now, it's like you're putting into focus what in the concept, the subject of love is truly right for you, and it's because of whatever it is you've ended or gone through previously or most recently. You are taking a break. A lot of you are from the concept of love just for a little while, not too long per se. And you're just recovering. You're reflecting at this time, and I sense it's a good time for you to do that. I sense there's certain busyness involved in your life, so why not? Okay. Further clarification, and we have, yeah, the Knight of Cups. So, like I said, there is love happening. It is coming. Is another option coming up, whereby it's going to be sincere. It's something you can trust, and it may hold more of what you want, of the elevation of your heart space. And part of your reflection is causing this gravity to come towards you. For some of you, I see this happening in 3 weeks. For some of you, it may start within a month, and then get to a certain point within 3 months. Um, but it is like starting sooner than later. So you do take a break in some capacity, but it's not a long break. I never saw it as a long break. Um, and the Death card is saying that something for some of you, like I said, is ending, and you're like going into a new direction or an elevated connection. Okay, with with the Knight of Cups. Someone you could be approaching someone in this capacity from friends to more, or vice versa. It could be a complementary energy in that regard, but there is something more that's happening for some of you. But this is definitely love that will be entering, or love anew as well, will be entering a lot of your lives. Let's see what's happening with the Kipper card. We have, yeah, official person. So this person really hits, or this group, or whatever the relationship is, it's really hitting what you've been desirous of with the Hierophant, that reflection. And perhaps there are certain conversations that were had in certain capacities, and there was this break, and you come back and decide to move forward in a more elevated capacity. So it becomes official, especially with that Knight of Cups there. And this is something that you can nurture and garner and grow. Okay, again, a love aspect already has ended, entering into a new love aspect. Some of you, it was outside of your control, and a new understanding is coming in. And some of you, it is a transformation of a relationship, maybe from friend to something more. Okay, so you will know where you gravitate with that, but that's what's happening here, and it's a good thing because literally for all the groups that I just said, love is entering the fray. Let's see what else is happening, and we have yeah the temperance energy. Like I said, um, for some of you, this is like happening in 3 weeks. You know, just the seed, the spark, the start. But the momentum or the development per se is between 1 and 3 months is the vibe I'm getting. So it's a nurturing aspect, it's a getting to know aspect. And again, that's like common sense, really. So we have the temperance energy right here. um, there is this transformative energy that's taking place in you, especially because of the Hierophant, and also them. There's a maturity to this. This may be a relationship or a connection, whatever capacity it is for you, that holds the potential to withstand the test of time, is what I'm hearing. What I'm hearing is, as well, with the conversation I'm having with the universe. If both parties are patient with one another to support one another, there is a, I almost feel like there's a gift to be had. There's something magical that can occur that neither party was expecting. It's beautiful. Further clarification, we have yeah the Knight of Pentacles. Like I said, this is something that can go the distance. The Knight of Pentacles is that nurturing aspect. It's that slow and steady aspect. It gets better as time goes on. It is stable ground. It is stable. There's financial improvement steadily happening. There's physical improvement. There's relational improvement. There's your dwelling and livelihood improving, especially with the connection. There's just when it comes to the physicality of love and really growing and garnering with this person, there's a strong building towards something long lasting and substantial with the Knight of Pentacles happening there. Further to the clarification, yeah, the Three of Wands. So in the patience that's required to nurture and connect in this capacity, you'll see that your world itself begins to expand on many levels, not just in love, but on many levels. And it's part of this connection that's allowing that, especially with the Knight of Pentacles that's slowly building with strength after strength. This is going to open your eyes to more possibilities, more adventures you'll probably be going on. You'll be ready, bags packed, all that kind of stuff. I just saw 1111. There is so much joy, a latent joy is what I'm hearing as well, latent potentials that you're about to go on. It's like you've wanted to breathe this, and through the nurturing and cultivation of this relationship, whatever this is that's entering your life, you will get to have those options. There's parts of you that will allow you, well, finally be able to grow and expand. And you're not fully aware of it, is what I'm hearing. Again, it feels like a gift in some capacity. Let's see what the Kipper card has to say. Yeah, the Lovers. My goodness. You know, when I was shuffling the Kipper card, this came out for you, and I said to myself, well, it's probably going to show up again, and here it is. Lovers. And again, this is a very strong connection if you allow it to nurture, if you give it the time. Okay, don't rush it, is what's coming through. Absolutely incredible. Let's see what else is happening for you, Scorpio. And we have, yeah, the Hermit. Oh my goodness. You know what's so funny? Sometimes I mix the Hermit up with the Hierophant. Sorry, but that's the energy that I was seeing and coming through with the Hierophant, but apparently I got it confused with the Hermit. So no wonder it's coming through also with the official person and stuff like that. The Hierophant is, and again, it actually doesn't change too much of the reading in that regard, but with the ending of something, the bittersweet of sorts, and moving on, and this new love aspect, or even bringing in or transforming something from one level to the next level, that's what the Hierophant is. It's almost like a contract. It's almost like an agreement. Well, it is an agreement that we're going to move forward in this capacity now. It could be towards engagement, it could be towards a marriage, it could be towards, like I said, coming from friends to actual intimate connection. Okay, so it is this agreement between the parties to say, you know what, I like you, let's see where this can go. Okay. And again, with the hermit energy, and I'm so glad it actually came out as well because that's the energy I was feeling, and I clearly got really deep into that. But he's holding the lantern right here, okay, and that's again the star card. In that lantern, whereas your dreams, your hopes, your wishes, your desires for this connection and where it could go, it's quite possible. The potential is there. The hermit energy is coming through again with that reflection. You're going to really take a deep dive notice of this connection as you're going through it, as you're nurturing it, and you're not taking it lightly. It's a very serious thing with you with this connection. It could be towards building a family, to building a long-term connection in some capacity. It doesn't necessarily have to be family; it just could be the intimate connection that you have because there's different types of relationships, you know. But whatever it is, it it's like you're putting your essence into it. It is something that you want to live on and have as your life, as your livelihood, as a part of your breath is what I'm hearing. In certain respects, you're still kind of questioning yourself, which is fine. It's still relatively new. It's going to be relatively new, especially moving in this new capacity. What I'm hearing is take your time, reflect all you want. There is no rush. Okay? Further clarification. Yeah, we have the Two of Wands. You've been concluding and you are concluding one path and you're headed towards this new path with this individual or individuals, whatever type of relationship this is. And some paths can be more challenging than others, but at the same time, it could be more rewarding than others. What I'm hearing is don't shy away from the path just because of some like inner machinations that kind of makes you doubt varying things or doubt the reality of how beautiful this is coming to because of past hurts or past trauma is what I'm hearing. Just because, you know, someone in the past perhaps might have done something untoward or you put so much investment in one thing and it's like it didn't turn out how you planned. Don't bring the past burdens into this new path is what I'm hearing. Let that one go and focus on the brand new path that is unfolding for you. So for the clarification, yeah, see, Nine of Pentacles. This person, there's a level of independence, assurance in her. There is a lot of adventure in this card, a lot of capability for resources to be used in a very serious but yet fun and playful way. There's a stability to her, and there's a freedom where you can pick, choose, and refuse how you come and go and what you're about. So you're free just because you're connecting into this relationship. It's not going to take away your freedom. You're still going to have your independence and all that kind of stuff. It's going to further enhance it, is what I'm hearing. Okay, so if that's part of your concern, you're still going to be abundant, self-reliant in so many respects, but there's a special connection that's going to be shared between both of you. Okay, so your identity is not going to be taken away. It's only going to further be enhanced. So let's see what the Kipper card has to say. And we have, yeah, house. This is stability. This is perhaps moving into a home together. Maybe it was the engagement. Maybe it was the marriage. They're starting the family. Whatever the situation is, this is peace, security. This is something that you sleep well at night. You don't have to worry about the relationship or your capacity in it or theirs. Everything is going to be quite balanced, is what I'm hearing. Reciprocative. Okay, very there's a level of affluence here as well. So there's not going to be like a lack, like one person giving more than the other in some respect. This is building something strong, sturdy, long lasting together. Okay? This is really, really good. Scorpio. Let's see what your angel message has to say. And we have helpful people. Yep. So some of you may want to speak to some of your good friends or colleagues or family members to assist in this transition of things, because some of you it is kind of hard, but you're going to move into something better, or some of you it's going to be like that very much excitement into the new way of being with this person or relationship, whatever type of relationship or situation it is for you. And then we have the situation will improve, most certainly. There's a lot of improvements that's happening here, but take it slow and steady. Nurture the process, okay? So that you continue moving on in a more grounded and stable way, is what I'm hearing. Okay, so Scorpio, this has been your love reading. I really do hope it was beneficial and enlightening and illuminating for you. This is a complex energy that you're transitioning through, but once you give it the time and that it needs, you'll find that it's going to really bring you a lot of joy and substance. Okay. So please remember to subscribe to the YouTube page and please consider becoming a Patreon member. And I wish you the best. Bye. Hi, thank you so much for being a part of the channel. I really hope the reading was beneficial and uplifting, encouraging for you. I hope to see you back here real soon. Otherwise, I wish you the best. Bye.